And to discuss the impact of these and more, I am now being joined by Mordecai Adejo, who is a lawyer but an expert in intellectual property and technology. Very warm welcome joining us.
Thank you so much.
Tell us, I mean, what's so significant, about the Intellectual Property Day celebration when in Nigeria it's very cumbersome to get patents and the rest?
Oh, well, no matter how cumbersome it might be, we cannot ignore the role intellectual property has played in our lives, and as we're talking about it now in sports. Sports around the world has been powered by intellectual property. From the investment that is needed, both from sportsmen to businessmen, and then all the other businesses who go around trying to make sporting events happen and to make people around the world enjoy sports, is all powered by intellectual property.
But more of intellectual properties and patents are seen in innovations. We don't talk of the years of inventions anymore, but innovations that are brought, happen on old inventions and the rest. How does that too impact society?
Well, it goes a long way. Like we say, innovation is important. Innovation most time is synthetic, built on something that's in the past. And then we understand that it's not just a case of the fact that someone has done something and you're working to improve it. It still takes a lot of energy. And intellectual property, patent in this case, comes in handy to protect those kind of inventions. Sports are being transformed these days. Last week in the Champions League between Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur, we saw a kind of atmosphere that has never been felt in football. One team was celebrating, and just at the look of a screen, everything changes. That is what technology is bringing. That is what innovation is bringing to sports. And it's making everyone wants to partake more in sport. Those kind of innovations are made possible because intellectual property is there to reward those and to protect those who are making those investments.
But that does not seem to be the case in Nigeria, where you find a lot of researchers, not really being encouraged, tell you that it is cumbersome to get their intellectual property patented. You have to pay X, Y, Z to government and the rest, Why is that?
Well, intellectual property is property. No property comes free of charge. Just like anyone who wants to get a house, anyone who wants to buy a car, or anyone who wants to buy good clothes.
But it's my idea.
It's your idea.
Yeah.
But don't forget, you're not protecting idea. This kind of opportunities that are given to you. Let me use patent for example. When you're being given a patent right, it's against every other person else. It's a monopoly you are granted for 20 good years. And anyone else who has that kind of invention, who has come up with that kind of idea, can no more work it. So it's not something that can come on the platter of good. Things like that have to come with a cost. We understand that a lot is paid in trying to get those inventions, research, and then testing and all of that. But this little fee that is paid at that point to the government, I think is justifiable. If the government is going to give you this kind of monopoly, then
millions
it's only good.
Paid,
oh, well, I don't think it gets into millions paid to the government for that. Oh, I understand the cost is high, not so high, but it's worth it in the end.
Okay, let's look at the regulating agency in Nigeria, the Nigerian Copyright Commission. Do you think they are doing enough in protecting people's rights? Because we hear a lot of the issues of plagiarism, copycatting and stuff like that. Are the laws, around the copyright in Nigeria adequate enough? Have they been well tested too?
Well, our laws are not the best, but we have laws at the moment that protect. We can do better. I am aware that there are some laws, IP-related laws that are pending at the National Assembly, the Copyright Act, the new Intellectual Property Act, something like that, or bills rather that are pending in those places. We need those laws to come up. We need the laws to come up to date.
To be re-galvanized and,
yes,
increase the creativity of the average Nigerian.
Yes, or rather increase the protection that the creativity of the average Nigerian.